So I'm with Tricia Wallace Sullivan. I understand you each had your own section, if you like, topic to speak to the Minister today. What were you speaking about?
I felt like it was a very productive day. I feel like we were heard. What I discussed today was when I first started out, my concern was for the vulnerable people, the elderly people, the people with disabilities, and how they were going to progress on the scheme. What I realize now is that all people who are affected by this humanitarian crisis are actually all vulnerable. I cited a recent study which was done by Karen Kirby addressing mental health issues. And in that study, it cites that the rates of depression, anxiety, PTSD, and CPTSD, excuse me, and suicidal ideations are significantly 2, 3, 4 times higher than the rest of the country, which is absolutely staggering. There are therapists available who have been trained in this area from Ulster University, and I asked that they be taken on board. In general, people here prefer to have therapy in person, so that was my request. We discussed that chronic stress leads to these mental health issues as well as physical issues. And I urge that we get the people, not just have therapy as a Band-Aid, but we actually move ahead and expedite this scheme to get the people out of this true trauma and give them some release of this.
How do you feel the Minister responded to what you said?
He did take it in. I asked him if he would consider immediately hiring those 14 therapists, and he said he was going to look at all areas that we had discussed. We were in there for hours. And
do you mind me asking, the 14 therapists, I'm not familiar with that. Could you explain that?
Okay, so Karen Kirby, who is the professor at Ulster University, she has recently trained students who are completing their master's degree, and they had special training in this area of trauma.
Okay, so they could do more work here helping homeowners.
Yeah, they would be very well versed in this area and able to provide therapy. It's just a matter of the government paying for this therapy.
Do you think this minister's actions will be different to the former ministers?
I would certainly hope so. I can't imagine it being any less.
Okay, cheers. Thank you, Tricia.